Yeah, all the way in the back as well. Okay, excellent. So guys, my name is Shiv. I was VVS class of 2007, so quite a while ago. Same year as your Southern ma'am, I was just talking to some, I don't know, son is teaching any of you, but same batch as well. And today we're going to be talking about extracurricular activities. I've heard you guys are at a stage of your life where you're choosing what you're going to do a few years left of Vasant High School and then college after that. How do you decide what do you work on? Let's say it says play cricket, do you play cricket, you play basketball, how do you make decisions like that? Do you do music, do you do art, do you do all of it? Do you be a jack of all trades, master of none, or do you go deep into one thing? How do extracurriculars fit in with your academic work and can it help it, can it hurt it? How do you balance? Okay, so guys, I believe the plan is for me to speak for about 30 minutes and then we'll have a Q&A session. But we also want to make it interactive, so if anybody has a question in the middle, right, it seems relevant, just raise your hand, and we'll try. And we want to keep it interactive. I think that's the most fun. So any questions? Anybody have anything before we start? All right, lovely. So activities beyond the classroom, and this was the title was chosen by Rashi ma'am. But yeah, essentially extracurriculars. All right. So the outline of the talk, as I mentioned, there's going to be a talk and then Q&A, but just stop me in the middle. We want to keep it interactive. Don't be shy. There are no silly questions, only silly answers. Then we start off with why should you do extracurriculars? There's many reasons. You may have different motivations. Like what are the motivations, right? And you can see which ones make sense to you. Which ones appeal to you. Then we'll talk about what everybody's journey is different, and I can't speak for everyone. Everybody's past, desires, wants, proclivities are different. But what I can tell you is what I did, at Vasant, and hopefully you can draw some lessons from that and apply it to your own life. So there'll be a lot of talk about me, but I want you to take those lessons and then apply it to your own self, right? So when I'm talking about myself, I'm just sharing experiences that you can use for your own life. And then finally, we'll end off with what are your options? What can you do? What should you do? How do you balance? How do you make those choices of what to do? All right. Anybody, any questions before we jump in? All right. So yes. I went to Princeton in the US. No, thank you. And that was a long time ago, 2007. And I believe we've had a few people from Vasant go there. Great. All right. So, we will talk about extracurriculars as helping with the college admissions process as well. And you guys may have a lot of questions there. Okay. So why do extracurriculars, right? Now there can be a lot of reasons. You may be a passionate swimmer, right? Now Vasant doesn't have a pool. You may be taking classes outside. Just an example. You may want to go professional, right? India's swimming team, and we've had some good swimmers, but we've never won Olympic medals and stuff. So this is kind of an edge case, but you may actually want to go professional, right? There's a lot of scope improvement, and the Olympics going on right now. So there's that aspect, right? So extracurriculars can actually become your profession, become more important than your main academics and your main studies and your main schoolwork. Secondly, you may just want to explore. Right? You're in a stage of life where, I explored and tried different things till I was late into my 20s, maybe even till I turned 30, right? So you may want to just explore and see what you enjoy, what you like, right? You're at a stage where you need to experiment, you need to learn a lot. So that's another reason to do extracurriculars. Next reason is you may want to build some skills. So you may want to play some sports to build, strength, to build team, build agility, whatever the case may be. Extracurriculars can actually help with your academics as well. There are a lot of well-known studies which say that if you study classical music, either Western or Indian, it just helps with grades, it helps with IQ. Your extracurriculars can also help with your academics as well. There's also the social aspect. Sometimes when we're studying, when we're focusing on our academics, we miss that social element, right? And extracurriculars can give a very structured way for you to engage, interact, and also compete. And you learn lessons such as healthy competition, the sportsmanship that sometimes you can only learn with experience. Admissions, right? We were talking about college, so extracurriculars can really help with your admissions in India, in the US, in the UK, really wherever, right? And every market, I'm happy to answer any questions if you have, but every country, system, college has its own criteria. but suffice it to say that in every system, right, extracurriculars do help. And finally, community engagement, right? You know, you guys have this lovely community, so much stuff going on. You know, for example, when I was back in school, class, I think 10, 11, I volunteered at blind school. And, you know, there's a lot of good one can do, and also gets you thinking that, hey, you know, all of us have problems, right? We complain about our problems, but, you know, we really also should be grateful for what we have. So extracurriculars are a really good way to get back to the community as well, in, you know, whatever way is needed. All right, any questions? Anybody, did I miss any points? Like, why should one do extracurriculars? Anyone at all? All right, so let us move on. So the next one is, so now I'm going to start by talking about some of the extracurriculars. This is actually after school, but I'm going to talk about the extracurriculars that I did while I was in Vasant. And again, there's going to be a lot about me, but I want you guys to constantly be thinking, how can you apply these lessons to your own life so that you make right decisions for yourselves? Okay, so I used to play classical piano. I studied at a school called Gurgaon School of Music. I don't know if you know it, I played in Vasant as well.